hit the button. And we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, I have Mr. Jeffrey Gitomer like 14 times. I don't know. How many times you've been on the New York Times bestseller list?
A bunch. Now, I've actually had 7 overall number ones on Amazon.
That's insane.
It's pretty amazing.
Out of all the books on Amazon?
It started with the Little Red Book. Number 1 overall. Everybody beat everybody. And then when the Little Red Book of Sales Answers came out, that hit number 1. I beat John Kerry's book that day. And I beat Harry Potter one time for the Little Green Book. I mean, I beat some major books. But it was at a time when book sales were different. Book sales were literally better in those days because you had an opportunity to actually sell the book. Now it's the audio book, the Kindle book, the hardbound book. There's like 4 or 5 different varieties of books that you can sell when you're there, and it ruins the entire algorithm.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was literally in. What's up, Jason Alt? Hey, anybody? I want to announce this right now. So, Mr. Gitomer, if you've never met him, like we're gonna make it possible for one person on here to be able to jump on for a few minutes with us, meet Jeffrey Gitomer virtually, and have a conversation with us. You're going to get an opportunity. You have to share this out. That's rule number 1. That might be the only rule that we require, to be able to jump on and ask the king of sales any question you want about either sales or maybe even selling books.
Something personal. Yeah.
Or something personal.
Yeah.
Ask him about his temper with the airlines.
Yeah. Ask me about how I got to Charlotte, North Carolina from Philly. And I mean, things happen in your life, you move.
Yeah.
You moved, didn't you?
I've moved. I sure have.
And the object of the game is to stay put. So I've been in this residence now for 20 years. I believe it's the most time I've ever been anywhere.
Wow.
I mean, I lived in New Jersey for a bunch of years, and I lived around the country, but this is in the same place, the exact same address.
And your address that you currently reside at requires a golf cart to get from one side to the other. It's freaking massive. It's massive.
Well, it's spacey, but
no. My utility room is spacey. Your house is massive, man. It's insane.
Yeah. Actually, you could get from one. You can't use a golf cart in here. There's too much shit in the way. But we're very blessed. We're very happy. In fact, we're giving away tickets to my 2-day event. You have to sign up for my course or sign up for, whoever signs up for anything, you get free tickets to the 2-day event. And you come to Charlotte, and we're going to take a bunch of people over here and hang around. We're coming up with on December 5th and 6th, I want to say. Yeah, 5th and 6th. We're having a 2-day intensive here in Charlotte.
Wow.
Where you'll hang out in the library. Joe Soto and I are going to talk to people about life in the big city and how to get better.
Are you seeing comments on here, by the way?
Yeah.
So Cheryl Coco is the lady that invited me to. I told you I'm speaking out in Vegas. She's the lady that invited me out. She's awesome, and she's from Jersey. So she's you weren't you originally from Jersey, or no? You were born in Florida.
I grew up in New Jersey. Exit 4. Cheryl, what exit?
Exit 4. And Lynn Serrano will be on stage introducing me. Alex Vang is in here. What's up, Robert Moore? How you doing? So I want to tell everybody that's on here right now that you're going to get an opportunity tonight, to jump on, and you'll be able to jump on this stream with me and Jeffrey Gitomer, and you can ask Mr. Gitomer any question that you want, anything.
Yeah.
If it's sales related, if it's related to getting shit done, anything. Plus,
It's a
if
3D
you come
version of the
on,
book. Look, 3D.
I love that. If we invite you on the stream, Jeffrey, I'm just going to throw this out. She's exit 3. She's exit 3. I'm going to throw this.
That's right near me.
So you're the same exit?
No, I'm exit 4.
Oh, exit 4.
He's from like Woodbury or Glassboro or Blackwood or some in the farm boondocks.
I don't know if I told you this, but when I went out to Atlantic City to speak at this event, I drove because I had to make some other stops along the way, and so I get off in New Jersey. I don't even think I realized I was in New Jersey, but it wouldn't have mattered. I get off, I needed gas, so I get out and I open up my gas lid.
Oh no! You pump your own gas.
This guy comes running out. He goes, "What the hell are you doing?" I go, "I'm getting gas." What? I didn't know. Like, I had no idea. He's like, "No,
New Jersey and Oregon are the only places where somebody else pumps your gas. Yeah,
that in Oregon. Oregon, I heard. So there's Mindy Rosen. She's in New Jersey. So anyway, look. So anybody that we invite.
I grew up in Atlantic City, Haddonfield, and Cherry Hill.
Wow.
Atlantic City, Haddonfield, and Cherry Hill. And the cocoa, my dad's factory was in Winona. I lived in Woodbury for a couple of years, so because we wanted to be near the factory, and then we moved to Haddonfield where it's more civilized. But what city does she live in? Or what city did you grow up in?
Yeah, what city do you live in, or where'd you grow up, Cheryl? So anybody we invite on tonight that you ask Jeffrey a question, which is going to be one person, where else can we give them a free copy of your book, a signed copy?
Sure. I'll sign a copy.
Unless it's a bad question.
Wait a minute. People give out books if you send them $7.95 for postage, which is bullshit. So right. I'm going to get this book out, and you don't have to pay postage. I got it covered.
You're paying postage. That's awesome. So
I'll sign it right now, so you can make sure it's authentic. You have the video of me signing the book, and we'll ship it out Monday.
You'll sign it live right now. So Cheryl just said it. Williamstown, Franklinville, and now she's in Mays Landing.
Oh, wow.
And Mindy Rosen grew up in Cherry Hill.
Wow.
So we're going to invite one lucky person on tonight. But the first rule, the very first rule is you have to share this stream out. And I'm going to check this live in the background while Jeffrey's showing off his book. By the way, just so you know, now you haven't personalized that yet, right? And Lynn says she will buy one. Hans Freller said, including international postage. He's in
No, there's no international postage. You either live in the fucking America or you don't get nothing.
Oh, okay. We just crossed the PG rated.
Yeah, we're going to E. We're going all the way to E.
Oh my gosh. Mindy said, I'll share anyway. That's awesome. Thank you, Mindy. Cool. So Jeffrey, let's talk about this new book that you have out called Getting Shit Done. First off,
here's the subtitle: The Ultimate Guide to Productivity, Procrastination, and Profitability. I had with a little bit of profanity in there, but Wiley made me take it out. The book is not G-rated.
Cheryl said, with that language, he's from Jersey. That man's my soulmate.
Yeah, but here's the deal. This is a real deal here. People's phones ding more than they ring.
Yeah,
and you are distracted to a point where you lose your concentration. And when you lose your concentration, you also lose your ideas. And you lose your ability to actually focus on something until it's completed.
Right.
Well, losing your concentration from dinging phones is only one. Let me see if I can get to it pretty quick. I want to know if you're an achiever. Oh man, time bombs. Okay, cool. Listen to this. This chapter is called "Your Shit Use of Time." There are the big 11.5 distractions. Too many alerts, irrelevant people, phone calls and texts you can avoid, meetings, drinking to dull your life, TV, Netflix, Hulu, addiction, time diversions, non-priorities, goal distractions, the gnat factor, which is your attention disorder, the moth to a light bulb factor, looking for shiny objects, and 11.5 is other people's drama, otherwise known as television or your friend's bullshit.
Right.
So-and-so is getting divorced. So-and-so had an argument with her mate. Bullshit. Yep. So this is the half-page quote. If you want to get shit done, first you have to get your shit together.
Right.
Is that cool or what?
I love that. It's true.
And so these are, and there's like 50 pages of quotes. Makes the book read a lot faster.
That's awesome, man.
Oh, they're phenomenal. But there's one quote in here that I want to focus on. I used the Orison Swett and Martin book of He Can Who Thinks He Can, because I have the original copy owned by John Patterson. He Can Who Thinks He Can was written by Martin in 1908. Patterson got it, read it, underlined it, and I'm using his underlined quotes in this book.
Wow.
Because they're about time, they're about dedication, and they're just, Martin's thoughts. He was a pretty cool dude. Let me see if I can pull one that's pretty easy.
Hey, if while he's looking for that, if you shared this out and you would like to jump on here for a minute and ask Mr. Gitomer any question, personal, business, sales related. This is a guy that sold way over $100 million in personal sales in his career. He's had 3 or 4 number 1 best-selling books on the New York Times list, holds the record for the longest reigning bestseller list book with the Wall Street Journal, right?
103 straight weeks.
103 consecutive weeks on the Wall Street.
Crazy or what?
That's insane. Crazy. No other book's ever done that. And he is the author of the best-selling sales book ever on planet Earth. Ever. No other book has sold as many copies as the Little Red Book ever. In the sales.
There you darn go.
So,
okay.
If you would like to be on here and ask Jeffrey a question, drop a 1, and then we will play favoritism and decide if we're going to pick you. Okay.
Oh, put the computer away. Put it up on the table. Yeah. Got it.
Is that your beautiful wife, Jennifer?
It is indeed.
Tell her to pop on and say hi.
Come on, Jen.
Jen, say hi.
Jen.
Hi. Yes, Jen.
I was trying to give Jeffrey like a little bit of a better angle. I know, but you're not like sitting up. I didn't like how it looked because I'm watching you guys on my phone.
Oh, that's awesome. Did you share this out to his page? I don't know. Did you do it, Jeffrey?
Oh,
yeah.
You shared it?
No.
Oh.
No. I'll go on my computer and figure that out. But Robert gave you a 1. He wants to come on to ask
you. Robert. Who else shared? That wants to come on? Just keep one. Go ahead, Jeffrey.
Here's an Orison Swett Martin quote.
Hold on, Jeffrey. Sorry, I'm interrupting you. Can you tell them like the backstory? Like who else has all these underlined Orison Swett Martin things?
Nobody.
Where do you get them?
Where did I get them?
Yeah.
I got them. I wrote the book the Patterson Principles of Selling here. And when I was in Dayton, Ohio, you know Dayton, Ohio, it's a place where no one goes.
I've been there. My first concert, 1984, Rush, exit stage left. Go ahead.
Cool. I posted somewhere, someone found out that I was writing a book because there was no internet then. I posted a book, something about me being in Dayton doing research, and I get a call from a guy, and he said, "Hey, do you want to buy some books from John Patterson's actual library?" John Patterson founded the National Cash Register Company in 1880 in Dayton.
Yep.
So this book it's the only sales book I ever did research on. I had to know what his principles were.
So did you get his underlying things there?
Yeah, some guy called me who's a bookseller.
Do I have that book? I don't think I have that book. I have every book of yours except that one.
Yeah, I just got my copy today.
Oh, did you? Of that book or the new book?
No, it's now this. I combined it, and it's now this.
Oh.
That's why the cash register is on the cover.
Got it. Okay. I have that one.
Okay, that's the backstory. But anyway, this bookseller in Dayton had a bunch of copies from Patterson's library, and they asked me if I wanted to buy them. I go, hell yeah, I want to buy them. So I bought all these books from Patterson's actual library, history books and How to Live Longer books. And he, hang on, you take over. I'll get a couple of them. In my chair.
So like Jeffrey, I think, is so used to
look at the library. That library is ridiculous.
It is pretty neat. Yeah.
It's awesome.
So Jeffrey's so used to just having all this stuff that he doesn't realize how cool it is. That's why I asked him to explain where it came from.
I know. It's crazy. If people knew, like, people have no idea he has an unbelievable library. Unbelievable. It's insane.
Yeah. And so the other day I was asking him about these quotes, because when he's doing this master class and he gives away some PDF with it for free. And I was like, oh, well, where else can people get this? And he's like, what do you mean they can't? I'm like, wait, what? You have the only Orson Scott Martin underlined whatever thing? And he's like, yeah, there's only 2 of them and I have both of them.
Oh my God, that is insane.
And it was like no big deal. I'm like, that's so fucking cool. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I allowed to curse on your thing?
No. That's all right though. You just did. Jeffrey already crossed that line a minute ago. Hey, Jill's on here. She says, hi, Jen.
Hey, what's up? Hey, Jill.
So it's the internet. I mean, I can't control it's not like the FCC is gonna, we'll be all right.
You're allowed to be. So,
well, I don't know. Maybe your followers don't like that. I apologize.
It's okay.
I have about a dozen books from Patterson's library. See JHP? See JHP?
Yep.
He would mark all his books that he bought. This one is called Through the Brazilian Wilderness. It's by Theodore Roosevelt. You may have heard of him. He ran the country at one point.
Yep, I've heard of him.
And what happens, Patterson has his name in it.
Yep, wow.
And that proves that, it was from his library. And sometimes, which is even cooler, this is one of the books called The Art of Living Long. Can you see that?
Yep, I see it.
And this one, he actually signed it to connote ownership. Is that cool or what?
That's insane. Wow.
And it has look how he read this book.
Good Lord, have mercy.
Every single page is redlined. Every single page is redlined because the guy was obsessed with living longer.
Wow.
All the way here. Just look at the front pages.
Good Lord, have mercy.
I know.
His note.
Yeah, that's in his hand.
Wow.
So I have one of the things that I have, which is pretty cool, are original training manuals for NCR salespeople.
Yep. Jeez.
You had to memorize these with Patterson.
Oh my gosh. That is insane.
At his boot camps. Okay, so anyway, here's He Can Who Thinks He Can by
Yeah.
Arson Sweat Gordon. And see, this is a marked copy.
Does that have like Chinese writing on it? What is that?
No, they're just graphics.
Oh, gotcha. Man, Cheryl Coco's asking some great questions about you.
We'll get to our questions in a minute.
Yeah.
But in this, there's underlines of Patterson's thoughts as he read these things. This is what I consider to be important.
Wow.
The test of the quality of the individual is the spirit in which he does his work. Is that cool or what? So I went through the book and I took all of the underlined quotes. And one of them is the most significant quote I've ever read. I'm going to show it to you now because I put it in Get Shit Done, even though it's not the Get Shit Done.
The most significant quote I've ever read.
Yeah. The most significant quote I've ever read.
Wow.
Got it?
That's
pretty damn significant, right?
That's a big statement coming from a guy who's a Napoleon Hill. You're like the Napoleon Hill expert on planet Earth. You've done the Napoleon Hill newsletter for the last 45 years or something.
So here's the deal. Every child should be taught to expect success.
Wow.
I went to my kid's school this year, gave her a copy. It's on my Instagram. If you go to Jeffrey Gitomer on Instagram, you'll find me. You can follow me. And Gabrielle has that picture on a sheet of paper, and I gave it to the headmaster of the school, the second, third, fourth people in command at the school, and Gabrielle's teachers.
Every child
should be taught to expect success.
I love that. That's awesome. That is so
true.
What
he's referring there is you give them the attitude of accomplishment and achievement, and if you give it to them long enough, they're going to get it. Math is fucking bullshit. You can use a calculator. Correct?
Yes, I hope my daughter's not watching. Can you move your laptop so you're in the center, not off the there you go. You're kind of there, way better. Jen moved it, I think. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, it's not my fault.
Jen screwed up everything. If it wasn't for Jen.
Oh, wow.
Meat.
So
okay. How's that? Is that better?
That's good. That works.
There,
now it's perfect.
Okay.
Hey, my book's up on that shelf, isn't it? So
yeah.
So
it is. W. I might be able to just put my hand on it right now.
Wow. So, but that's all right. So talk about, and it's an honor, by the way, since you have the largest library on planet Earth of self-help books and sales, like literally. People don't.
Hold on, I'm about to get lit.
That's what?
You'll see. Wait till you see.
Oh my God.
Come on, Jen. Put it on, honey. Whoa.
Oh, snap. There you are.
Now we're talking. I'm going to get a suntan.
I love it.
Is that better?
Yes.
Oh, my
great. It's great.
Yeah,
He's got to stay on screen. Keep him on screen. There you go. All right. So talk about why you did this new book. I mean, you've got how many books now?
This is my 16th book. I'm going to tell you exactly why I did it. I got a call from Matt Holt. Matt Holt is in charge of business publishing at Wiley. He's one of the top 5 guys in the company. And he said, Jeffrey, I'm going to give you a lot of money if you'll write a book called Get Shit Done. And I said, okay, done. But he knew that I understood personal development. He knew I understood productivity. We've been friends for 25 years. So I did not. It's the second book that someone gave me the idea.
Yeah. Wow.
The first book was The Little Red Book of Selling.
Somebody else gave you that book?
Ray Bard, who is Bard Press, who did the book Nuts, who did the book Wizard of Ads. He met me in Austin, Texas one day, and he said, Harvey Pinnock wrote that Little Red Book of Golf. I think you could write the Little Red Book of Selling and outsell it. And that Harvey Pinnock sold 1.5 million copies.
Wow.
So we're over 5 million now with the Little Red Book globally.
Yeah, you definitely outsold
so
him.
Ray Bard was right. And every month we would invest more in airport bookstores, invest more, and the Wall Street Journal would come out every week and boom, I'm on it.
That's insane. So, hey, anybody that shared this out, I want to open it up real quick, Jeffrey. First off, sure. Cheryl Coco, I don't know if she's still on here. She was asking a lot of questions we didn't answer. She probably left angry. I'm just kidding. She said, "What was
a couple of her questions? Text her.
What? Huh?
Text her.
I will. What's the favorite book that you've written so far?
The Little Gold Book of Yes Attitude.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's somewhat autobiographical. Someone, I can write a book in 2 months, but that one took me 60 years to write.
Yeah.
Because it's all the attitude lessons that you get in Manhattan or in Florida or in Indiana or in
Dayton.
In Dayton, yeah, in Charlotte.
Yeah, right.
But that book is about how to acquire a yes attitude and how to keep it.
Right.
And then and if you keep it long enough, you can share it with other people.
Yeah.
Our daughter reads the book. I give it to all the kids in school.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's awesome.
It's a book.
That's awesome. So, somebody drop a 1 if you want to come on the stream and ask Mr. Gitomer any question. I keep calling you Mr. It's a respect thing.
Chanel?
Huh?
Is Coco Chanel still on?
Coco, she doesn't get mad. I'm kidding. Yeah, everybody's like, she doesn't get mad. She does not get mad. She's awesome. But she is a very busy CEO, or I don't know what her title is, but it's up there. So if you shared this out and you drop a 1, you have a shot at coming on the stream and asking Mr. Gitomer a question. So Mindy Rosen was the first person, I think, to drop a 1. So let's invite Mindy in. I'm going to send her, Mindy, hang tight. I'm going to send you a link so you can join the stream. Hang on. Let me look you up real quick here. I'm going to send it to you in Facebook Messenger. When you click that link, it'll add you to the backstage area.
You have to put your name in.
Yeah, you have to type your name in and then
allow the computer to use your microphone and crap.
Yep. And you have to use you have to have
a real computer.
Google Chrome, and you have to have a computer. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and stick around because I may invite somebody else in too. So you're going to get to ask Jeffrey a question. He goes by Jeffrey. Don't say Jeff.
Jersey people call me Jeff.
They do?
But, yeah, I don't like it. It's either I get a call sometimes for Jeff Gitomer, and whoever puts the call through, they're going to say somebody doesn't know you well or someone you went to high school with.
That's awesome. Well, Robert J. Moore said she was second, so stick around, Robert. We'll pop you in here too. So
yeah.
Crypto says, how about just Jay?
No, we don't do just Jay.
No.
I don't care. Listen, I don't have a lot of, well, you have to do it this way. I don't care.
Right.
You can say, here's the I got introduced once by the CEO of Hilton.
Wow.
German guy. And I'm trying to think of his first name because he was known all over by his first name, but about a decade ago, I'll think of it in a minute. But he goes, and now we're going to have that sales bullshit guy.
Oh, God. Wow.
I'm fine. I don't care. What are you going to do? Hurt my feelings? I'm from New Jersey. We have no feelings.
We don't have feelings. That's
right.
Funny. Hey, Grant Cardone's on here. What's up, GC? He just liked the video. I see him in here. What's going on, man?
Come on.
Hey, Grant, how'd you like to jump in here with us, man? Love to have you in here. So show him your new book, Jeffrey. Show Grant your new book. There it is. Getting shit done.
If your book doesn't have shit in the title, you don't sell any books. Literally, if you go to the Barnes and Noble not Barnes and Noble, the Amazon main brick and mortar store in Columbus Circle in New York City, there are 8 books with the word fuck in the title and 6 books with the word shit in the title.
Grant said yes. Grant, I'll send you a link if you want to jump on, man. I'll send you a link right now in Facebook Messenger. Facebook Messenger.
I'll give you a signed copy of the book.
Yeah. So the book is out. Somebody just said that they're looking forward to it. It's out. It's actually number 1 right now on Amazon in the
sales and selling category.
No, it's in sales. I looked it up a second.
Business sales or something like that.
Business sales books, right? Business sales books. So
it's going to jump the charts. It's number 2,000 something now. It'll be by next week. It'll be in the hundreds or lower than hundreds. I'm trying to get top 10.
Oh, overall.
Yeah,
that's awesome, dude. Good Lord, have mercy. That's insane. So it's number 1 in 2 of the new release categories too. It's freaking awesome. And that's a tough category, man.
Yep.
It's a really tough category.
Yep.
Grant might be jumping in. He just saw my message. Let's see if he jumps on here. So that'd be cool, man, to have Grant Cardone pop on here.
It would be history in the making. Are you recording this?
Huh?
Are you recording this?
No. Well, yeah, it's live. Yeah.
Oh, you can keep the live.
I mean, dude, you've been on Grant's Power Players riding around in his Rolls Royce. I mean, come on.
Yes, I have. He's asking me all kinds of personal questions. He wanted me to like.
I remember the interview very well. Yeah. Like, hey, Jeffrey, what's your net worth?
Right, exactly.
That's so funny, man.
But listen, Grant's been here.
Oh, that's right.
Grant came over once.
Has he been up there in the library?
Oh yeah,
dude, that's freaking awesome, man. That's awesome. So what was the oh, look, Mr. 10X just popped on. What's up, GC?
Dude.
Man, I saw legends. I saw a living legend.
Button your shirt up. All the girls are going nuts.
Oh my God.
Dude.
I know. How are you doing?
I just got home from work. I've been busting my ass all day.
You know, me too. I'm still, I work, you know where I live. So I work at home.
Yeah. Now you work different than I work.
I took my kid to school this morning.
Yeah.
I did a webinar for 2,000 people. I personally made about a $50,000 sale. Might be 45, might be $55,000 sale. And then everything else during the day. And then I go live with Walls. I love having a productive day.
Oh shit.
I get shit done. And Grant, I'll send you this personalized copy. So when I'm dead, you can go on eBay.
Yeah, I'd never do that.
No. Cool.
Sell it on eBay.
I don't sell. I only buy.
Grant, you've been traveling the freaking world, man. Globetrotting.
Yeah, we're getting ready to go out again too.
Dang,
where are you going?
We're going to Manchester, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Istanbul, Kosovo, London.
Wow. Cool. That's cool. Yeah. You taking your plane or you flying commercial?
Yeah, no, I'm taking my plane.
Good. It's much, you're up and down. You don't wait 5 minutes in an airport.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And you get spoiled for it.
Yeah.
Somebody else carries your shit in the plane, and you just show up and hop on and eat some food.
Dude, Grant.
No, we
Grant,
just what we do is we just get on and go to sleep.
Yeah, well, because you have to pee out the window.
Yeah. We're bringing the kids with us, so it's a way for me to spend more time with the kids.
Cool. That's real good. You taking them out of school, or is it Christmas vacation?
Yeah, they've been out of school for 2 years now.
Oh, cool.
And Grant, you put on Instagram, was it yesterday or the day before, you had the kids running out to the jet? You're like,
yeah, that was crazy, right?
Could you imagine growing up like that?
I cannot imagine it.
That was
It's
crazy.
tough.
I remember I would run to a $500 car.
Yeah.
That was a big deal for me.
Yeah. I'd run to a taxi in New York City.
Hey, Jeffrey, good to see you, buddy. Glad. Congratulations on the new book.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Good to see you too.
And I heard Ken say it's doing really well on Amazon.
Yeah, it's doing real well, and it's this is my 16th book, and I actually write all my books. I don't want to, there's people that don't write their books. They're like authors.
Yeah, most people don't write their books.
Well, you don't want to mention any names because it wouldn't be fair to Susie Ormond or Dr. Phil. But the challenge that you have with writing a book is it takes time.
Yeah.
And not only do you write it, but you have to edit it. And that takes even more time than writing.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So what are you finding out in the sales world? What's the number one thing that's happening with salespeople? And why are they fighting so hard in today's economy, which is the best economy we've ever had?
Nobody knows them, man. Nobody knows them.
What I think is happening, and I think it's significant, there's more competition now that the economy is full and employment is full. Everyone can make more sales, but everyone's trying to get the other guy's customers. So it's actually harder to make sales in a good economy than it is in a shitty economy. Because in a shit economy, people are going out of business. In a good economy, everybody's in business.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd rather a good economy.
Well, of course, they have money, and you have to just be a better persuader or have better value.
I'd rather optimism than pessimism.
Yeah. Yeah, no argument with that.
Yeah.
No argument with that at all.
But I've heard you talk about the economy is going to take a shit again.
I don't know. I think we're good for the next 4 or 5 years.
Really? 45? Yeah.
No, 4 to 5 years.
Oh,
I can't listen. You can't predict more than 10. I'm going to go out on a limb and, just based on political bullshit, I think we're going to be good for 4 or 5 more years.
Yeah. I think that most people are not even doing well now. And it's great. So most of the people I talk to, whether they're here in the States or, I was in New York City 2 days ago, up there where you are.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to the bellman. I talked to the Uber driver.
Yeah,
I mean, if there was no Uber drivers in this country, you would not have 3.5% unemployment. A lot of these jobs that are being reported are not real jobs. That we know those jobs are going away because
here's the deal, though. Uber drivers have taken unemployment off the chart, and they're making just as much money as if they were working at a job and they have no boss.
But Jeffrey, so what? They're not making any money.
Not
making any money, dude. They're not making any money. The average guy, you're disconnected from the average guy, then, bro. Because the average guy, you sound like fucking Jamie Dimon right now. Oh, the world's fucking great, and everybody's
no. Hold on 1 second.
You need to go talk to every day.
They're making the good Uber drivers are making $1,000 or $2,000 a week.
Yeah, big fucking deal. How the fuck you live in New Jersey on $4,000 a month?
Barely.
You couldn't live on $4,000 a month 5 years
ago. Here's
How
the deal: it's more than they would make it a job.
Say again.
And it's more than they would make if they had
it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The guy doesn't have any money at the end of the month, man. That's not a good economy. A good economy is when people have more than they can't spend all the money they're making. And my economics get good when I have surpluses, not when I pay my bills.
I don't argue with that at all.
I don't know why. I don't know why you're talking about Uber drivers doing well. By the way, Uber is losing $1 billion a year to get rid of drivers. So that job is going away.
Wow.
All I'm saying to you is, if you're saying the next 4 or 5 years is going to be good, if the Democrats get in, okay, the economy will not be good. If Trump stays in, he has nothing left to give. There's no more tax cuts. He'll be in the last 4 years of his gig, so you know he's going to rape and pillage. And 3.5% can't go to 2.5%.
No, that 3.5% is basically full employment.
The average entrepreneur makes 20 grand less than a salaried worker. Influencers make nothing.
Listen, the average entrepreneur could make more money if they had a better game plan. There's money out there to be made.
Yeah.
And if you have, there's limitations that you can put on anybody's earnings. But when you're an entrepreneur, you have unlimited potential.
Hey,
is,
look, Ken Walls is the one that said, hey, Grant, you said that the economy's no good. You came back and said, no, it's going to be good for the next 4 or 5 years. And I'm just telling you, the people that I talk to every day, not the rich people, are saying, hey, look, there's nothing, I want to go buy a multifamily. They want to go get in the apartment game. I don't have any money. I don't have a down payment. I don't have time even to go find these deals.
But the wealthy people are setting up programs that will allow you to get in the game. The multifamily apartment guys are setting up $25,000 investment plans, so you can get in for a little bit of money and start to multiply your money.
Yeah.
Start.
So I think there is an issue with the, I don't think that, I mean, there's a lot of people that may make even $100,000 a year that aren't making it. Like that's not a whole lot of money.
You can't live in New York City with $100 grand and think that and have any money left over.
No way. So what's the solution? What's the solution?
Yeah. Well, the issue is the economy good? That number one. Okay, it is good. It is good for people that know how to play the game.
Yeah.
And so my dad answered in 1974. He said, "Son, earn more money." I said,
okay. Yeah. But how much more? How much more? Like, yeah, that's great. But hey, Jeffrey, things are different than they were in 1974. I was graduating from high school.
Yeah, you're correct, Grant. But the bottom line is the opportunity here at least exists. People can have hope.
Oh, man.
And look at the kids.
Fucking.
Look at the kids that are.
I want to sing a fucking American pledge or something right now. Yeah, they got hope. I'm gonna go to Dubai. There's plenty of hope there too, man. Like there's hope everywhere. But like, what do I do to get above the game when the game's kind of stacked against the little guy?
The game has always been stacked against the little guy, but they emerge.
Yeah,
there's plenty of guys that buy a hamburger franchise and then get 2 and they get 3 and get 4 and make money.
Yeah,
it's all a matter of how they got.
But that hamburger franchise today is $1 million to $1.5 million.
Okay, so let me give you a real world example. I have a friend who kills mosquitoes. That's his gig. Go in somebody's backyard, kill a mosquito. $50-$60 a shot. He created more millionaires in the last 5 years than anybody I know.
Yeah, what's the cost of the franchise?
$30,000.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, but how many people you think have $30,000?
Well, you can have.
That is a solution. That is a solution, and that's a good solution. So one thing, but the piece that's missing, Jeffrey, is the guy's got to probably leave the job he has. He's got to come up with 30 grand. It's the bridge, man. It's how to make the transition. So I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying, like,
yeah,
it's not as easy for the everyday guy.
It's risk tolerance too, Grant.
Yeah,
you can't go in and have no balls to take the risk to potentially lose it.
Yeah. Well,
like I grew up in a family where everyone loses everything. Yeah, sales balls.
No, nobody's accusing me of not having balls. So what's happening in the sales world? People need to elevate from sales to business now. That's the
Yeah,
other
we're
thing I would say.
actually
The guys that are
we're
making good
actually
money in sales, they need to elevate the game now.
I agree. We're actually beginning to target more entrepreneurs than salespeople.
Yeah.
Because there's guys that are making a pretty good living at sales that want to get to that next level.
Yeah. Yeah.
What-
Yeah. They
what
need to
is-
start
what-
asking themselves different questions.
What's the? I have a question about this because I've heard Grant, I've heard you say that. I've heard other people say that. Like, I've been in sales my entire life, but I've not always been the best in as far as a business person. I heard you talking about that. And how do you go from transition from I'm a great salesperson and now I'm going to move into being a great business person? What's the transition?
The transition is no television. Turn off the TV, put away your beer, and study at night. In the morning, get up earlier than everybody else, stay up later than everybody else, and stop fucking away your time.
Right. Yeah, I don't.
Be,
I haven't
like,
watched
go to
TV in
sleep.
a long time.
Go to sleep sober. Try that for a change. And but people just, you know, they get fat and happy on $100,000 or $150,000 or even $200,000, and they go, you know, I'm comfortable.
Right.
And I don't want to be. I want to be uncomfortable. I want to have a little bit of skin in the game to where I'm risky. I feel like shit. I just invested, you know, X amount of dollars here, and I have to get a return. I have no choice. You know what it's like, Grant. Ever risk an investment? Yeah, it's an everyday deal.
Hey, I just wanted to come in and say hi, Jeffrey. Hey, congratulations on the book. Ken, always good to see you, buddy.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate you hopping on.
Hey, man,
Okay.
fly safe. Have a good time. Take care of your kitties.
You're the man, buddy.
Have fun, man. See you, Grant. Thank you. All right. I'm going to add Mindy. She was supposed to be coming on. There she is. Mindy.
Hello.
There's Mindy.
Hello. You have a
Can you hear me?
What? Yeah, I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, she can't hear it. She has to put her something or other.
Mindy, you're probably going to
Hello,
need to
everybody.
hop
Jeffrey,
off
Ken.
and come back on.
Can't you unmute?
Yeah, she's not muted. Can you hear
Can I
us?
go off and come back?
Can you hear
Yeah.
us?
Go off and come back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Off and back.
All right. Man, that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun. So
I wonder how many guys Grant would come on for.
I don't know. He came on for you and I.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. Thanks, GC. So show everybody your book, dude. Show everybody your book. I want everybody to go get a copy of this right now on Amazon.
Dent. I'm going to see if it's made a dent yet.
Oh, it takes an hour to update.
Yeah, I know, but it might have been in the last hour. Yeah, you put it in here.
All right. So here's the thing. If you want to come on and you want to talk to Jeffrey Gitomer, ask him any question related to sales, personal, doesn't matter. You have to have number one, shared this stream out. That's number one. And number two, drop a 1 in the stream. And if I pick you, you also get a free copy of his book signed if you live in the United States. If you live out of the United States,
No.
I'll tell you. You're not going to ever learn how to get shit done. I'm sorry.
Well, no. We're almost in the 1000s now. We're at 2058.
Robert J. Moore, send me a direct message on Messenger and I'll give you the link, bro. If you could, save me the trouble of finding your Messenger thing. All right, Mindy, let's try Mindy again, Jeffrey. Here.
All right, go.
Okay.
Hey, guys.
Can you hear us?
Hey, Mindy.
I can hear you. Thank you.
Awesome.
That was an awesome dialogue. I wanted you to bring me on so I could interact in that conversation.
I was afraid of adding too many people at once.
Yeah. Where do you live, Mindy?
I now live in Freehold, so I'm
Got it.
an hour from.
Do you know that everybody thinks that Bruce Dean grew up in Asbury Park when he actually grew up in Freehold.
I know that. And I have seen his estate. He lives on a windy road.
Yeah.
In quite a big house now.
I can imagine.
And he made an appearance this summer in Asbury.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
He's a
So
good
nice
guy.
to meet you, Mr. Gitomer.
Nice to meet you as well, Mindy. And did you grow up in Freehold?
I did not grow up in Freehold. I grew up for the most part of my life in Cherry Hill. I grew up for, I guess, up until I was 5 in Philadelphia in the Northeast. And then we moved to Cherry Hill so that we could be part of the school district.
Mm-hmm.
Spent my whole life in Cherry Hill.
You go to East or West?
I went to East.
Got it. Oh, yeah. There's a Cherry Hill High Schools, East and West. The upper crust goes to East. And the difference is the drugs are better quality.
Oh, jeez.
No comment there.
Oh, my God.
But what I will say is I had a very fun 4 years of high school.
Yeah.
So Mindy, what did you have a question for Jeffrey?
Well, I have a comment before my question.
Okay.
Dude.
And what that surrounds around, I don't disagree with a lot of what you were going back and forth with Grant about. But what I will say as an entrepreneur and somebody that stepped away from being in medicine for 17 years, and I did do very well during those 17 years.
Mm-hmm.
And now being a full-time entrepreneur, is that everybody does have opportunity, Jeffrey, but not everybody takes advantage of that opportunity.
I don't disagree with you at all, Mindy. You're 100% correct in my book. Everyone has an opportunity to take advantage of the opportunity.
And you're right that there is massive opportunity, but only, I want to say, people that join my organization, you might have 2% that really come in and run and take advantage of that opportunity at hand.
Are you doing MLM?
I am, and MLM is a phenomenal
to
opportunity come in, and the sky is the limit.
My daughter just started selling wine.
Okay.
That's like the new thing, selling 5 free wine.
It doesn't judge education. It doesn't judge anything. There's no barriers.
Let me tell you something about. Let me tell you something about MLM so everyone understands it. A lot of people don't want to deal with it because you have to ask your mom and you have to ask your brother-in-law, and most people can't get through what I refer to as your crazy rule. You hear about MLM. You hear about MLM, and you tell one of your buddies, and he says, "No, you're crazy." So then you go to your best friend, and you say, "Listen, I got this deal, and everyone's gonna make a lot of money." And your best friend says, "You're crazy." And then you go to your mom, and you tell your mom, "Mom, I'm going to do this," and your mother says, "You're crazy," and then you quit. People cannot get past the 3-year crazy rule. That's number one. But I started in MLM, worked with an organization called Dare to Be Great under the great Glenn W. Turner.
Hello?
And I'm right here. Can you hear me?
Phone calls come in. Shit.
No swearing.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
The phone rings and it cuts off the.
Well, stop using your fucking phone. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Put your phone on DND.
Oh my God.
Put your phone on DND. Do you have an iPhone?
I got to go back in and come on back out.
All right. Hey, we've got other people waiting to get on.
I'm coming right back.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeffrey, I'm going to invite Robert J. Moore in next. He was actually the first one to drop a 1. Is that all right? And listen, for anybody I invite on, I would like you to ask a question. We can't have a 2-hour dialogue with each person. So, so let me add Robert J. Moore in. Robert, welcome, brother.
How you doing, guys? Hi, Jeffrey.
What's up?
Hey, a lot of things are up. We won't go on to a 2-hour dialogue, as Ken would say.
Where do you live, Robert?
What's that?
Where do you live?
Canada, the freezing cold Canada.
Oh, freezing fucking cold Canada. Where did you grow up?
Where did I grow up? I'm not growing up.
No, where were you raised?
In Canada, all Canada.
Where?
In Mississauga, Ontario, down by Toronto.
Gotcha. And you still near? Are you still in?
Yeah, I'm in by Hamilton, Ontario now.
Got it. Well, that's cool. And so, you drink Tim Horton coffee like a fool?
No, I quit drinking coffee 14 years ago when I quit drinking booze.
Oh, good. That's good.
So,
and what do you do?
I'm actually a publisher, author, 5-time international best-selling author. I just finished writing a book with Kyle Wilson and Gitomer and a bunch of other people too. Plus, I've got my books here that I do, Magnetic Entrepreneur. I do a collaboration of authors all mixed in one.
Yeah.
I'm also hosting Guinness World Records Awards coming up in February.
I am a very good friend of Kyle Wilson.
Yeah, I know that.
Oh.
Him and I've talked about that a few times.
What's your question?
I would love it if you would do a forward for me.
All you have to do is write me a check. I'm going to tell you what the program is, and I'll tell you what it costs. I'll write the forward. My name will be on the cover. You do a podcast with me, and we feature you in my magazine. So not only will I do the forward for you, but you'll sell books as a result of it, and it costs $10,000 to do.
Yeah, I don't know about the $10,000 part.
Well, I'll even take it in Canadian, which is like $1,000 in American. Sure.
The old cliche: if someone asks you to do a forward for money, then stay away from them.
Yeah, well, here's the deal. I'll sell you books. My name is on the cover. People are going to buy the book because just to read why would I endorse you? And the answer is it's $10,000 additional. I have to read the book and make sure that it's readable for me.
Mm-hmm.
And so you'll see my name on a couple of books where I've written forwards. I get paid for every one, but I will tell you that I read the book beforehand and it passed my test.
Yeah, I've got numerous amounts of people doing forwards. Right from Kyle Wilson, him and I've done lots. Todd Stoudemire, even Ben Guy III. They're all doing forwards for me, and they've all read the books. Serena Brown, Travis, Les Brown, all of them.
And how do you sell your book right now?
How do I sell them?
Yeah.
Well, to me, everybody else is selling them at the same time. So I mean, last month I sold $2,500 just on the one book, and it didn't even go anywhere until the day we launched it. Once we launched it, it became #1 on Amazon.
Cool. That's cool.
Sweet. So that's how it became 5-time internationally awarded. Like I've got all these different awards. This one here came from Serena Brown Travis at my author awards in Canada.
That's awesome.
I'm the first.
Why don't you guys? So you guys can connect and talk more about that.
Yeah, I think this book right now is being featured at Indigo.
In Indigo, yeah.
Yeah, wow. They just placed a huge order for it when it first came out, which is rare for the Canadian bookstores to buy into an American author unless they really know it's going to sell.
Mm-hmm.
But I told you earlier, it's because I have shit in the title.
I've taken your Napoleon Hill course. I've taken that already. That was amazing. Chapter 2 is my ultimate one because you got to put an end date on your thoughts, right? So, and that's where I'm at today. I became that because of that.
That's great.
All right, listen, I got a queue of people backing up here. Robert, Jay Moore.
And thank you for your support. Totally appreciate it.
I'm already connected with your wife on line. Been connected for a while, so I added you as a friend. So we'll talk later on about other stuff.
Cool. Thank you.
Thanks, Ken.
Thanks, Robert. Appreciate you, man. All righty. All right. Next up, we have Brandon. Hold on. Let me get him in here. Brandon. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Turn on your fucking sound.
No bueno. No bueno. No sound. We can't hear you. No sound. Dude, pop. You can pop. Hey, pop off and come back on. And I'll add you back in. In. So, we got Mr. Hey, Jeffrey, the number one car salesman in the world. My buddy Frank Cornetti is joining us live right now.
Cool.
Boom. There he is.
Not number one, but we're getting there.
Oh, number two.
And I'm going to give you an idea right now. Tell me how you get referrals.
Tell you what?
How do you get referrals?
Local businesses, asking for referrals, social media, becoming a part of your community, shaking hands, kissing babies every single day like I'm running for office, putting myself out there. You got to hit it from every single angle. What's that?
What's your car brand?
Well, I sell new Hondas and I sell more used cars than anybody in the country.
Okay. Would you rather sell a new car or a used car?
I'd rather take anybody out of the market who's in front of me, so it doesn't make a difference to me. New car, used car.
I did training for Hendrick Lexus here in Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
They're the number 2 Lexus dealer in the country. Where that? And there was a kid there for 10 years. He was the number 1 sales guy every month for 10 years.
Okay.
You ready?
Go ahead.
Every morning, this kid wakes up, drives to a customer's place of living or business, picks up their car, brings it in for service, has it serviced, and brings it back.
That's awesome.
At the end of the day.
That's awesome.
No, he did it every fucking day.
Yeah, I get it.
You don't do it like once a week.
You don't do anything. You don't do anything once a week and be successful at it. You got to get things to do it.
50% of the people came to Hendrick Lexus asked for Richie by name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm already there though. So that hands-on approach, one-on-one, that's winning by addition. You're winning 1 times 1 times 1. I want to win by multiplication every single day. So that would work if you're trying to scale your business where he's at now. But that won't work when he's selling 100+ cars a month, doing it every single day. He's going to want to get up early and have his game plan written out, have exactly all his customers going through, checking his instant messages, text messages, emails, getting back to everybody is probably going to pay more dividends than picking up 1 car every single day. But I see how that can get you to be successful. But once you start to get to a certain level, I want to win by multiplication. He's winning by addition, 1 by 1. I already have everybody in the world coming in and asking for me. Not that I don't need more people, I do. But that specific for me wouldn't work. But I could see that's a great tip for somebody who's trying to scale from somewhat above average to wanting to get to be great so that those people do remember them. Me, I make everybody remember me because I'm friends with them on social media. So you see me every single day. My 5,000 friends are not car guys from all around the country. They're not people. It's everybody they can either buy, refer, or get to see me in some form or fashion every single day. You humanize yourself to your customer base, right? So instead of just being Frank, this car sales guy, you're going to see me down, at the Eagles game. You're going to see me with my family. You're going to see what I'm doing with my charity. I'm going to humanize myself to my customer base so that they feel like they're one of my friends. Because at this point, they are.
You told me you're from Philly when we started because I can't do anything new. You already know everything. So anything would just be a review.
I'm not that guy. Listen, I listen to Ken freaking way too much. Like every day I got to listen to this guy. So,
where do you live now?
What's that?
Where do you live?
Glen Mills, so Delaware County.
Got it. Delaware, nice place. Longwood Gardens is in Delaware County.
No, Longwood Gardens is not in Delaware County. Longwood Gardens is actually in Chester County. So it's down Route 1.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you work for a Honda dealer in
Springfield, Delaware County, Piazzas.
And what would happen if you moved to Mercedes?
I never would.
What would happen if you moved to Tesla?
I never would.
No.
Why would I move? I'm my own brand. It doesn't matter. I'm just backed by a multi-billion-dollar, new car franchise, but this is my own business. I'm the CEO of Frank Crediti, LLC.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I call it. It doesn't matter.
And do they love you?
But he could go to Toyota
tomorrow
and do it.
Yeah, well, he would have to bring his followers with him. He'd take a hit for maybe a year. But the bottom line is he's where he is right now. Good. Stay where you are.
Almost 20 years at the same place. I'm very loyal, and everybody around me has been very loyal to me. I've been headhunted more times than I can ever possibly imagine, and some great offers. And I always, respectfully just decline and appreciate it, because there's other things in my life that I want to conquer besides car sales. So
people don't understand loyal to Philadelphia unless you are watching a shit football team for 20 years. And
right. The rich Coatsite era Eagles.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. 3-13.
No.
Hey, Gitomer, you were supposed to hook up with Frank. You guys were supposed to connect at an Eagles game. Remember that?
I went to the Redskins game this year. I go to at least one year.
Yeah, I go to every game. I'm down there every game. Yeah.
Frank's got seats right down on the damn field.
Yeah, row one.
Like,
yeah.
Let me know when you want to go.
All right, cool. I will. I will.
Frank, I have a queue of people backed up in here.
All right, so listen, my question for Mr. Gitomer.
Yes, sir.
All right, so how do we take a guy as well connected as Mr. Ken Walls is over here, okay, and knows this guy freaking listen, I've met a lot of people. I've been introduced to a lot of people. This guy knows everybody, not just in one aspect of business. Like, he knows sales coaches, he knows businessmen, he knows website designers. This guy freaking knows everybody. We need to take him and figure out a way that this guy takes his show to the next level and is able to monetize this and help more people. Because what he does is unbelievable. He connects so many different people. Look, he's got me as a schmuck on here with you. He's got Grant Cardone and everybody else that's in the queue, right? He knows all these people. He is like such a great connector of people. Mm-hmm. He needs to be able to scale this business in a way that
you're right. Hey, Seth, give me your credit card numbers for being on tonight with me.
It's hard to do. It's hard to do on something that's free.
Right.
Mm-hmm. People expect it for nothing. However, what he doesn't have yet is a brand.
Right.
Well, so if he decided that he was going to have his own show and call it Wall to Wall.
Right.
And put people in the middle. Like, who are the people that are going to be featured today, and make them share it out, or they don't come on. The way you build, like, our podcast gets 100,000 downloads a month because when we have someone on the podcast, we make them share it out to their audience.
Right.
Grows exponentially.
That's how I do my business. I make everybody friend me, and they share out the post of the car that they bought, and I get inside all their circles. Yep. So that's how I get referrals from all their circles, being able to not just keep working my circle of, MLM, my mom, my uncle, everything, right? You need to get in everybody else's circles to scale your business. And that's where I dominate every single day. I scale by getting in everybody's circles.
But you're Italian, correct?
75%, and then the 25%.
Is your mom Italian?
My mom is 50-50 Irish Italian.
So here's the deal: she knows everybody, and she's talking. Have you ever been in the Mummers Parade?
Well, you got to use your powers base. No, I'm not a parade guy. I'm good.
No, but the Mummers.
No, I know who the Mummers are. I've never been there, but I know who they are.
You need to go at least once.
I'm good. I've been down there. I've stayed down in down the city for New Year's Eve, and I've seen the Mummers. I'm good. I'm not a parade guy. It's too cold out there. There's nowhere to use the bathroom. I'm good. I'm
No,
good.
you pee on the street like everybody else does.
Yeah, and then my picture's on the front page of the paper. There's that car sales guy peeing on the street. I'm good, man. I'm gonna watch my back. I'm smarter than the average bear sometimes.
All right, I have. Hey, Frank,
Hold on a
thank
second.
you.
Thank you. Thanks. I'm out of here anyway.
We'll meet at the Reading Terminal and go to a ball game.
I'll go to the Reading Terminal anytime you want. We're good to
Frank,
go.
Frank, love you, dude. You're my Frank's my boy. We talked.
Love you, Ken.
Today.
See you guys.
All right, we'll see you. Thank you. Jeffrey, I've got a couple more people. Do you mind?
I don't mind. Go.
Can we please start showing your book though too? I want everybody to grab your book. Frank, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Everybody go out and get the book. Get shit done. Go get it. So I got Brandon and Cheryl. I'm gonna add Cheryl real quick. Brandon, I'm gonna add Cheryl, and then Brandon will bring you back on. So here we go. Cheryl Coco, welcome.
Hey, how are you?
Wonderful.
Hi, Cheryl. How are you?
Great. How are you?
Where do you live?
I live in Jersey, South Jersey. I was at exit 3 that I was talking to you about.
Oh, exit 3. Yeah. You know, my dad's factory in Winona. I used to take 235 to work every day. It was before the college was built there, not the Glassboro State one, but the community college.
Yeah.
A long time ago. But I lived in Woodbury for a little while. And, you know, South Jersey's my home. Literally, my family has a burial in Carmel, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So what's up with you?
So I'm super stoked to be here. It's nice to meet you in person. I heard a lot about you. Ken is a great connection. Sure. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you because it kind of broke up.
Tell everybody else what you do.
Oh, I'm the vice president of marketing of a network marketing company.
And what's the network? What's the marketing company's product?
We sell online marketing. Can you hear me? I'm kind of like it cuts out every once in a while. Okay.
I can hear you fine. Yeah.
Wait. So we sell tools to help you market your business online.
Cool. Okay. So it's like a digital marketing?
You got it. For sure.
I was trying to tell somebody something before, but I didn't get to finish it. That I began my career in network marketing. I learned skills in network marketing. Network marketing doesn't always work for everybody. The plurality of people don't actually make it. But network marketing is a great place to learn attitude, personal development, and sales. An absolute great place, because the training in MLM, there's no better. I don't care what company you're in, they train the hell out of you. And if you push into it, when you leave there, you go, wow, I got this skill. Maybe I didn't make a lot of money, but I got this skill. If it wasn't for MLM, I wouldn't be who I am.
Right on.
Because we took a sales lesson every morning from 8 a.m. until noon every day.
Yeah.
That for a year.
Right on. So what did you do before sales?
I always owned my own business.
Oh, okay. So that's how you got
I owned it. My dad was a kitchen cabinet manufacturer. So I worked for him. Then I made leisure furniture. I made beanbag chairs in Camden. And then I got into MLM. And then my dad and I went down to Florida. We bought communities, mobile home communities. And then I got into the imprinted sportswear business. I sold T-shirts in New York.
So each one of those businesses that you own had a sales portion to it, right?
Right. And I was the sales guy.
Right. Gotcha.
I'm a CEO, but I'm a sales guy. You don't, if you own a business and you're not the sales guy, you're in the wrong fucking business.
So how do you think sales has changed from the time you started until now?
Well, the main thing that's changed it has been the internet.
Yep.
You know, the internet has caused you, you buy shit online at midnight.
Yep.
And you don't even say I bought it on Amazon. You say I primed it.
You do.
Prime is a verb.
Yep.
Just like verb and Google's a verb. Prime is a verb.
Yep.
So that's the number one thing. If you don't have an online presence, you're not going to win.
Agreed.
Plain as you're not going to win. That has a lot. The second thing that's changed is that the selling process has changed to one where you want to build a relationship, not make a sale.
Yeah.
If I can build a relationship with somebody, and I build a relationship with everybody. I have 29,000 LinkedIn connections.
Nice.
And I don't think I asked for 500 of them to join me. They all want to join me.
Yeah.
Well, it's because I write. I've written 16 books. And so that it helps me. But I started out with one column in the paper. And most people they're not willing to the hard work that it takes to make selling easy.
Yeah. Of the 16 books that you've written, which one is your favorite one?
The Little Gold Book of Yes Attitude. The one that sold the most is the Little Red Book of Selling, the largest selling book of all time.
Yeah.
But
your favorite?
Yeah, my favorite's the Little Gold Book of Yes Attitude.
Nice.
Kids can read it. Anybody can read it. But let me just throw this at you, and I think this is really important for salespeople that are out there. They're all looking for a hack, a sales hack. So let me explain this as clearly as I can. There's no fucking hacks in sales.
Yep.
You the long cut, not the shortcut.
Yep.
And if people understood that you start a little slower, you may earn a little less dollars, but in the end, you're going to earn 10 times more than else. You go slow, you build relationships, you don't panic, you figure out a way to be able to get your dollars, and it's not a side hustle. It's either a job or nothing.
Right.
And for you in MLM, someone's going to have to say, well, should I go full time or not? The reason people don't go full time is because they have bills.
Yep.
So I created sales balls. I printed golf balls, and on the golf ball, sales ideas with balls. And I packaged them in pairs.
Yeah. Got out.
Cheryl.
Yeah.
I have another guy waiting in the queue.
For sure.
Yeah. I want to talk a couple more minutes.
Hey, Jeffrey, Cheryl is the lady that invited me to come to Vegas to speak.
Cool.
So I'll be with Cheryl this coming next Friday.
Yeah. We're gonna
a week from today.
Yep, a week from today.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yep.
Incredible.
Hey, Cheryl, I'm in Jersey. Go eat a cheesesteak in my honor, please. Please.
Consider that shit done.
Hey,
okay.
Cheryl, are you an Eagles fan?
You know what? I'm originally from Philly, and we got loyalty, like Jeff was saying. So of course I am.
Yeah.
Frank Cronetti just sent me a message. He says, ask Jeffrey. I'll ask both of you who's going to win the game this weekend.
Oh man, let me tell you something.
I pray
we have to keep demoralizing those bastards. We beat the piss out of them in the Super Bowl.
Right.
I mean, we beat the piss out of them.
Right.
Then everyone, they're going to win. Oh, Tom Brady. All bullshit. We beat the ass.
I got to weigh in here for the guys. Truth be told, I don't give a shit who wins. I'm winning because I ain't watching. I got better shit to do.
Well, you can win. By the way, he has the classic Philadelphia accent of all time. You just listen to her speak. She has the classic Philadelphia accent of all time.
Thank you.
She does.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too.
Cheryl, you rock. I can't wait to see you next week.
Yep. Bye, guys.
Cheers.
See you later. Thank you. All right, and now we bring on Brandon, and Brandon, I'll butcher your last name, so I'm not even going to try. I'm going to let Brandon tell you.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Jeffrey, Ken, what's up? Happy Friday.
Brandon, say your last name.
Last name, Brandon.
Bornanson. So it's straight Italian, Sicilian.
Okay, got it. I'll never screw it up again, I promise.
Where do you live, Brandon?
Hey, so I live in Columbus, Ohio, and then I have a house also in New Jersey where Amazon invested in my company. So we got a place there.
Where in New Jersey?
In Newark. It's tough, but we're right in the Amazon Audible building. And it's awesome.
I used to live right one block behind the Goldman Sachs building.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So my place is right next to Amazon and the Rutgers Business School. Well, thanks for doing this, man. I've been trying to get a hold of you forever to ask you, want to interview you for our Sales Secrets book. And the whole premise is, and by the way, when I started in sales 12 years ago, I sold for IBM and Google and then launched my own company. And we now at Seamless.ai deliver the world's best sales leads. Ken Walls is from Columbus, Ohio. My background, we support 40,000 salespeople to find the world's best sales leads, anyone's emails and phone numbers. Your book was one of the first 3 books I read. Yours, Jill Conras, and Art Scopejack. So I appreciate you so much. Went on to do over 100 million in sales from a lot of everything that you taught me. Love Get Shit Done. I've got 10 copies for all my sales guys. So thrilled to be here. And just want to ask you, what is Jeffrey Gitomer's #1 top sales secret? If you had to go back in time to when you were 20-something, what is your sales secret?
I don't have to go back. But I'm going to make it 2. I'm going to give you 2 secrets. #1, create your own competitive advantage on every sales call you make. You can do that by taking my course. So rather than have people invest, I'm going to just give you my #1 sales secret. Love what you do or don't fucking do it.
I love that.
You can't get into sales to, quote, make a lot of money, because you don't make a lot of money. You hate what you do every day. And you come home and you throw shit around the floor and you drink beer and watch Netflix like a fool.
Right.
So I go to sleep sober every night. I wake up in the morning between 5 and 6 in the morning, and I love what I do. Every morning I sit in this chair. This chair is worth about $10 million because I write in this chair. And every morning I write, I read, I prepare, and that causes me to think and create. I've done those 5 things for 25 years every fucking day. No weekend. I don't care what day it is. They're all days are the same.
I work 7 days a week too. I appreciate that.
All days, and I'm in 2 time zones when I travel. Daytime, nighttime. So if it's daytime, I eat and I do stuff. And it's nighttime, I go to sleep. Usually late, but I sleep.
That's amazing.
I don't sleep a lot.
So you love what you do. I love that sales secret. What is your tip for the audience to double down on doing what they love, and or what if they hate what they're doing, just so the audience can execute your top sales secret?
I wrote this book because people have too many diversions. I explained earlier before you came on, your phone dings more than it rings. You don't know, if you're a woman, you don't need to know that your high school boyfriend got a little fat on Facebook.
Right. Waste of time.
You can figure that out on your own time. You don't need notifications on your phone. I get texts, and that's it. I get no other notifications on my phone. And sometimes I'll even turn that off, because I do things on my time, not when somebody's put urgency into me. I do important things, not necessarily urgent things, or I delegate. And I try to delegate as much as I can. I'm an idea guy. I'm a writer. I'm a sales guy. I'm a speaker. Anything other than that's a waste of my fucking time.
Yeah. It's using your worth asset. Yeah.
I'm a dad. I'm a family guy all the way. I've great family, kids, grandkids, wife, dogs, all women, by the way. Every single one of them's a woman.
Smart man.
Well, women they're like my favorites. You know what I mean? If I had to pick a gender, pick the girls.
How often do you write? So you've been writing every day, like Anthony Iannarino, he writes every day. There's a lot of top sales authors that write every day. How often are you writing every day? And then also, like, how much are you writing? Do you put a cap, a minimum?
No. I have an idea, I write it down, or I text it to myself. Some days I'll sit, like this morning, I wrote a lot. yesterday I write proposals, but I'm going to give you a clue for your business. I've just quasi partnered with a company called Hippo Video. You ever heard of them?
Yeah, I heard of them. They interviewed one of my sales guys recently for an ebook.
Cool. So Hippo allows you to embed a video in an email. And they've hired me to teach people how to make the video and what to say on the video. Because sales guys will spend an hour on a subject line.
Yeah.
Huh?
Copywriting is critical. Copywriting sells. You got to know how to write copy.
So I'm going to teach people how to script their video and how to shoot their video. And I'll even give them scripts for an introduction, to make a sales presentation, but especially to send a proposal.
Ah, that's smart.
Because salespeople send proposals out in an email and are so fucking stupid that they don't even make an appointment to follow up before they send a proposal. They try to chase the guy down. Like, I send your proposal.
Why are you sending it? You should be presenting it to them on the phone, let alone just shipping it.
Or you can send an email if you put a video in it and say, listen, I'm enclosing the proposal. It's not quite self-explanatory. There's 3 things that are going to happen if you decide to take action. And you make the emotional appeal so that they get the idea that you're different. And I'm going to be doing this with Hippo. And if you want to use your guys as betas, I'll be happy to do it.
We'll beta it for sure, Jeffrey. And you had mentioned, so love what you do. You have to go all in on it. And then you said there was a second secret that you wanted to share. What was the second secret?
The second secret is competitive advantage. You have to walk into a sales call with a competitive advantage or you lose. And it's a competitive advantage is not something that you have that the competition doesn't have. That's a misnomer. It's something that you're great at that the customer considers important or valuable. So I'm great at sales. There's a lot of people out there that say they're great at sales. They read the Little Red Book of Selling. I fucking wrote it.
Right. He wrote the 13 Bibles on sales.
Boom. Boom. Okay, so but the challenge is, how are you different or perceived as different or more valuable than your competitor? And you don't have to downgrade it, to badmouth them. You have to be perceived as different and better. And you better have social proof.
Got it. So social proof. And then how do you, when you say you have to be perceived and you have to create that competitive advantage, so for the audience to execute this second secret, how do you do that? Write books?
If the customer, there's a way for every business. If you're a farmer, there's a way. If you're selling cars, there's another way. If you're a dentist, there's another way. But you have to be perceived as an industry standard or a standard setter, not a follower.
I love it. A thought leader or an expert doing something different against the grain.
I'm the king of sales. How did I get that title? I named myself. No one took it. I took it.
I love it.
But put me on a stage with anybody. We'll put 10 grand in cash at the end of the stage. We'll each score. Winner from the audience perspective takes the cash.
I love that. By the way, I'm gonna take your offer on that forward, dude. I'll put it in the 10 grand and have you do it. Let's roll.
Rock the house. I'll do it tomorrow. But I got to read the book, and the book has to be readable and applicable.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. The book, you know, what you just did, we interview top sales experts and we get their #1 secret to sales success, why, and how to execute, what you just covered. Yeah. So people like you, Grant, Anthony Iannarino, Keith Rosen, Jill Conrad, Trish Petruzzi. I've been emailing you and prospecting your office every 3 days, dude.
Wait. See,
hold on. I don't play well with other people.
I know.
I don't. So I ignore those kind of things.
Oh, dude, I've been prospecting you. I got the emails. I've been prospecting you for like every other day. And then Friday night, Ken Walls got a live chat. I get in.
Delete.
Unbelievable.
Delete.
Yep.
I want you to be part of a number of people. Like, fuck those other people.
Yeah, it is true. Well, you know, I just know how smart you are, and I know what you've experienced, and you share all of those things in your book. So I was like, you can't have the king of sales not in the world's top sales book.
No, you can't have the king of sales not write the forward. That legitimate the book.
There you go. I love it, man. Well, hey, I appreciate you. You helped me start a company that's got 40,000 sales teams on it now. You helped me sell over 100 million in sales. I'm truly grateful. Keep doing what you do. I buy your books and I give it to my sales team. Ken Walls, thank you so much for hosting this. You rock, man. You motivate and inspire me every day. Both of you guys, my whole team. I got 60 people and we follow both of you. You're incredible.
Living in Newark. Where do you live?
We've got 40 people in Columbus. We've got 20 people in Newark, and then we've got 10 people remote. So I'm born and raised in Ohio. Columbus, Ohio. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, and we built an AI software company. Yep.
Dude, Gitomer's gonna start. Here he goes.
You have winter. Have you heard about Charlotte?
So check this out. I tried to relocate to Charlotte. I got office space at Upwork in not Short North. What do they call it? Southtown, Uptown. Yeah.
I live in South.
Yeah, dude. So I tried to go there, but there was no venture capital money in Charlotte. I pitched Charlotte Angels, NC Idea. No one's got any money out there, even though all the banks are there.
I'll give you a guy. If you really want to come to Charlotte, I'll give you a couple guys.
Well, now we already raised, we're profitable, and we got 40,000 people on the platform. So now we don't need it. But 2 years ago, I tried to come out to your end.
Yeah. Okay.
But I love Charlotte. When we go IPO, I'm getting a place in Lake Norman, and I got a spot for you.
Jeffrey, I think he would be a freaking great guy for you and Jennifer to have on your podcast, on your show.
Yeah, we'll do that. Part of the deal is we'll not just put you on the podcast. Let's do a real interview.
Yeah.
And talk about your number one sales tip.
A lot of emails from you. Hey.
Yes. I've been emailing and calling like every week, man. It's awesome. But that just goes to show you the competitive advantage, right, Jeffrey? Like, you just got to do whatever it takes.
What's your company name?
Seamless.ai, the world's best sales leads.
Yeah, we have so many. I didn't even say hey.
Yeah, no, it's great to meet you. And
behind all these emails.
Yeah, I appreciate your patience and thanks for remembering.
Let's do the podcast and tell your story.
I would love to. I could talk about, like, I remember when I got my first job at IBM, I walked into a Kinko's. The 3 books I bought were Selling to Big Companies, The Little Red Book of Sales, and Smart Calling. And I was 20 years old. And I had one startup that did 10 million, a second startup that lost everything. And then I went and I quit entrepreneurship to go sell for IBM Interactive. I go into Kinko's because I was doing the entrepreneur thing, never sold before. And I'm like, how do I sell to Fortune 500? Bought the 3 books. And then I read them and I sucked at sales for the next 2 years and then got good. And then we did 100 million and then we launched Seamless AI. So that's why I told my PR guys, I'm like, we got to get Jeffrey, dude. He's amazing.
Wow.
All right. Cool. We're in.
Awesome. Holy crap.
Ken, I need his cell phone and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'll DM you, Ken, my info, so we got it. I'd love to do it.
After 100 emails, I'll send you my cell phone. You can text me. But I've deleted more of your emails than most people have ever emailed me in their entire life.
I love that, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And you guys finally connect here. That's freaking magic.
On a Facebook Live chat.
Because I went to Polaris tonight, drove down. I
was gonna go.
I went and got a haircut, and on the way back, I called Gitomer on the phone. I'm like, dude, why don't we do a Facebook Live promoting your new book? And he's like, sounds good. Text me when you get home.
Yeah, and Ken, you need to come to our office in Worthington and bring your book, and I interview you for our podcast, Sales Secrets, and we'll interview both of you guys. But like, talk about the books. Let's get it out there because the world needs to buy it. They need to own it. They need to read it.
How many downloads does your podcast get a month?
I think we're averaging 10,000 a week right now. We do 2 shows every Monday and Thursday. And then our daily active users is tens of thousands on our seamless.ai software.
Yeah, cool.
Wow. Dude,
But again, like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just a guy in sales and a CEO that's trying to learn from you guys.
You sell yourself short. I'm not writing the fucking forward.
All right. Well, we're the world's best sales leads with the world's best podcast, with the world's best book, and we're gonna change 1 billion people.
Now you're talking. You're gonna take over, please.
Yeah. I'm just make sure if you've got Benioff's number, just tell him we may consider acquiring him. Not yet, because we don't need it, but maybe in the future. Maybe.
I do have his number.
Wow.
I figured. That's why I had to throw it out there. You can text Benioff and be like, hey, Brandon Bornanson at Seamless.ai says he will one day buy you.
I can text Grant Cardone.
Yeah, well, Jeffrey, you don't know this. So I flew out there to meet with Grant, and he offered me a job, but I was already building Seamless.ai. He offered me the job to run GCTV. And I love Grant and Jared. They had a big impact on me. I turned down the job to move to Miami to run GCTV because I was in ad tech for Google and IBM. I launched Seamless.ai. It's almost valued at $100 million in sales now. Grant becomes a customer after I turned down his job. I'm like, Grant, dude, like, you're an all-in guy. I want to do Seamless. I tried to pitch him to invest. He said no, but he said, because I'm in my training and I'm in real estate. I'm like, dude, you got to become a customer. Jared and Grant became a customer. They have 30 reps on it. And now, we've got Anthony Iannarino as investors, Keith Rosen, Stu Heineke, Guy Kawasaki as an investor, Google, the founders of Google are involved, Amazon, Dun & Bradstreet. So but it's just straight hustle, man. It's just going on.
Good for you, dude. Wow.
Straight hustle was not born in Columbus. Straight hustle in New York City.
So I got lucky. My family was super poor. My dad took a sales internship and took CA Technologies to be the first company to do $1 billion in software sales. So I saw my life go from shit to amazing, in 10 years. And then that just showed me when I was 16, I'm like, I got to go into sales. And then I went to a college that had a sales school, Ohio University. And then I launched a company that did 10 million from 18, 19, 20. And then I launched a second company that lost it all.
Wait. Let's get real about Ohio University, man.
Number 1 business school, number 1 party school.
Number 1
kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Yeah.
Yeah. It's also the number 1 sports marketing school.
Yeah. They've got a huge sports marketing school.
Yeah.
It's great.
They also have sales. You can graduate with a degree in sales.
You should go. I don't know if you're doing anything with Ralph and Lucy Shea Sales Center. I know all of the founders there, where they train thousands of students. I bet you there's a 6 or 7 figure deal there.
Wait a minute. We're talking about Ohio University, right?
Yeah, Ralph and Lucy Shea Sales Center at OU. That's what I went to.
One of my fathers was Paul Hersey.
Yeah,
Paul Hersey, situational leadership that Ken Blanchard stole. And literally, and Hersey was like my dad. He had stage 4 cancer. I flew to his home for his 80th birthday because he couldn't go anywhere.
Wow.
And I have all the colored, but he went to Ohio University. He wrote situational leadership at Ohio University.
Yeah. And
he asked me to go and do the sales forum there when they launched the sales school.
Yeah, the sales school is amazing. I was I had my second company there with 30 people working for it right while I was in this Ralph and Lucy Shea Sales Center. You're role playing, you're pitching, you're prospecting. Yeah. You're mainly selling the sales school sponsorships, to learn how to sell. But it was epic, dude. I can't say anything because I had a great career.
The book of selling is a textbike. That's what I want to know.
Hey, I got
it was your book, and there were I think situational. There was 5 or 7 that you had to get. I'm pretty sure yours was one of them.
Hey, listen, I can mute you guys so I can be heard. I'm kidding.
Sorry.
Listen,
show.
Listen, Your book is now moved up one more notch in sales and selling in books, so it's now ranked number 10 in that category.
We're talking.
Come on, everybody, go buy the book,
guys. Go on Amazon. It takes 2 seconds. Get shit done. It's like $9 or $20. Stop counting pennies to make millions and buy the damn book. It takes one click. Buy now, right there.
Here's the deal. One of my slogans is "Don't be a cheap."
Hold it, you cut out. Say that again. You cut out.
Don't be a cheap bastard.
Bam. Just go buy the book. It'll change your life.
We have a lot to talk.
I'm buying 10 books right now. Jeffrey, Ken, give out 10 books on Brandon Bornansson, Seamless.ai. Let's give them away. I'll even put in money to give away the Getting Shit Done productivity book. Guys, if you want to maximize your sales, if you want to maximize your productivity, if you want to maximize your results, you got to pick up the book. I'm giving away 10 copies. Ken, how do they do the thing?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll talk offline. But how do we do this?
Brandon. Hey, really nice to meet you.
Hey, it was great meeting you. Facebook Live, man. It took me a year in Facebook Live.
Thanks for being consistent.
I learned from the best. You said daily activity, 5 a.m. to bedtime, every day, 7 days a week, no days off.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah. And wonder, boy, how'd you make it so fast? Dude, you're working ass off 18 hours a day. You're ahead of everybody else a year at a time.
My email signature says 18/7. I'm available 18/7, 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. I'm 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. grinding every day.
Wow. So, look, anybody that lives in the United States, we're not shipping these out of the U.S. I'm sorry, unless Brandon wants to also kick in unbelievable shipping.
Yeah, U.S. And that's no offense to anyone international.
No, it's not.
DM Ken your address. I'll send you a signed copy.
Awesome. Yeah, for sure, man. And I can't wait to be on the podcast, guys. Thank you so much. You're both amazing. You are positively impacting millions of lives, and I appreciate you so much, more than any of you know. So thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Dude. Appreciate you being on, Brandon.
You on your success.
Dude, we're both just getting started, right?
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know.
Cheers. Thank you both. Likewise.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Wow, that was awesome. Dude, this might be the best stream I've ever had.
Seriously? Well, I'd like to know what the second best one was.
No, I'm kidding. This was awesome, man. Jeez.
I mean, look who we got on the show. Your customers have been on the show. My customers have been on the show. I mean, it's fun.
Wow. It's crazy. It's been incredible. So
here's what's interesting. Hang on a second. Here's what's interesting. One person, I say it's to write the forward, and he goes, no, that's too much money. Another guy comes on, he goes, 10 grand, that's all it is. Where do I sign the check?
Right. Yeah. I agree.
It's all in the perception.
It is, man. I agree with you. Yeah, Grant wouldn't write it.
Brandon lying, and he's having a good time.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know anybody that would write the forward that's really made it. I don't know.
Right forward to.
What's that?
The best sales tips of all time.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm going to give my top 10 sales tips in the book. He doesn't know it yet. Well, maybe he knows it now if he's still listening. But
Brandon,
I'll do a great job for them.
I'm sure you will. Wow, incredible.
I'll be what's called front matter.
What it's called? What?
It's called the beginning of the book is what drags the rest of the book.
Yeah.
And so I'll write the first half a dozen pages to the book, and that will make everybody else read it.
That's awesome, man.
I'll also have my design it for him.
Frank Cornetti said he's in too. He'll pay you $10K to write the forward to his book when he writes his book. So
cool.
Dude, you've made like $6 million on my freaking live stream tonight, dude. What the hell? Here, I need to send you my PayPal.
Hold on. Frank Granetti's the car guy, right?
Frank's, yeah.
So his title should take the whole first cover.
Right.
It should be, are you looking to buy a new car today? Do you want to lease or buy today? Get it in today? What's your budget today?
Right.
How not to sell a car.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And he actually teaches exactly what you said. Like, don't do that shit. Brian Hess wants to have you in the forward to his book. And Brian's actually finishing up his book. So look, dude, you got all kinds of people. Jeffrey, you're awesome, man. I gotta go. Like, my bladder is like not holding up. So and I'm not a pilot. I don't have one of those things attached to me. So,
Pissed out the window.
do what?
You open up the plane, it'll suck the urine right out of you.
Right. So listen, I just want to say this one more time. I want to say, first off, hey, this has been awesome, man. This has been absolutely awesome.
Me too.
Yeah, it's been incredible. Get shit done. Go to Amazon and get the book. Get the book now. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous to not.
Let's put you up on my site as well. When you get this thing done, send me the link. We'll post it up on our Facebook or my LinkedIn or wherever.
This site or the video?
Yeah.
It'll be on
I'm
YouTube
sure
here in a little bit. It's live right now. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. You can also share it on Facebook. So yeah. Dude, this has been awesome. We've had you on here the whole time. Grant Cardone, Brandon. We've had some amazing Cheryl Coco, amazing people. Frank Granetти was on. This has been freaking unbelievable, man. So thank you. Appreciate you, man. And thank you to everybody who shared this out. See you guys.
We're making an impact, and thank you, Ken. Thank you. Thanks for your generosity and your caring capabilities.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah. Well, I love you like a brother. You know that. So let's go. Let's end this before my bladder explodes live.
All right.
We'll see you guys later. Jeffrey, don't hang up yet. Thank you, guys.
Okay.